Now that I've finished this novel, how can I summarize or review it for my friends or other people? What are the aspects I should refer to when doing a book review? How can I introduce this novel without spoiling the story? This video will answer these questions. Hello and welcome back to another video about reading. My name is Sohail, and if you're interested in topics related to literature, reading, literary criticism, and so on, hit that subscribe button to watch my future videos as well. Believe it or not, when you finish reading a perfect novel, you love to share it with other people. And this is part of your social and humane characteristics to do that. You love to share this with your family, your friends, or even strangers. Surprisingly, when the time comes for us to introduce, review, and talk about the book we've just finished, we find out that this task is not that simple. And we don't know how to organize our ideas and feelings about the book and then present them to the person in front of us. I will now refer to 3 important aspects that you must include in your book reviews, and pay attention that these aspects must be taken into account in an order. So consider this fact throughout this video. The first aspect is for sure the brief summary. The person you are talking to or writing for knows nothing about the story, so you must include a brief summary of the novel, but be sure not to spoil the story, or at least mention that you are spoiling it. In order not to spoil the story, talk about the general atmosphere of the novel and the dominant subjects of it. For example, this is a political novel, this is a historical novel, or a romantic novel, and so on. You can discuss about some important actions of the story, but don't include 2 things in your summary: the climax and the ending. The climax is the most important action in the plot of the story, and all parts of the novel are related to this action in one way or another. So you shouldn't refer to this action directly. And if you want to refer to it, discuss very generally about it without mentioning the details. And also we have the ending. The ending is the ending, and you must leave it for the person to find out what happens by the end of the novel. You can discuss about your feelings of the ending. For example, the ending was satisfying for me, or I was surprised by the ending. This can heighten the excitement of the new readers to start the book you are reviewing. And please be as brief as possible when you are giving the summary. The second aspect is your discussion or evaluation of the story. Your opinions about the story, characters, and also narration are of course subjective, but try to be as objective as possible in your judgments of the author, different characters, and the story in general. What are the good points and strengths? What are the bad points and weaknesses? What did you like about the story, and what didn't you like about it? Did you enjoy the author's writing style or not? To put it simply, you must look at the novel like a literary critic, but not an advanced and professional kind of criticism. Just your impressions, whatever they are valuable and worth mentioning. Don't forget to be as objective as possible, because sometimes a book may not satisfy your interests, but it can satisfy other people. So you can simply say, I'm not a huge fan of these books, but I think it might appeal to fans of these books with this specific topic, for example. Refer to the genre, context, and also the general atmosphere of the novel, so others will be informed of what they are going to face and whether this book suits their reading taste or not. The final aspect I want to touch upon is your final recommendation. In the last part of your book review, you must recommend this book to specific types of readers. For example, you can say, I recommend this book to those who love reading historical novels, or I recommend this book to those who love reading a novel with a woman as the leading character. One important point to consider is to support your opinions. It is good and normal to have opinions, and they are valuable, but you need to support them with evidence from the text of the novel. Why are you recommending this book to the lovers of historical novels? What is your reason? And what years of history it describes, and so on. These questions are very important in your supportive sentences. The new readers of this specific book will trust your book review when they are reading or when they are hearing these supportive evidences. This is a very important point, and you need to consider it. You can also refer to other books in this topic and say, for example, I think this, and this are better historical novels than the one you are reviewing it, or vice versa. One of the best feelings in the world is to narrate about the books you've read to your friends and other people, and this also shows your level of understanding of those novels. I hope this video helps you in development of your book reviews. Thanks for watching and take care.